So, when we last left off, the situation of Auden turning cyber psycho and disappearing, and a general populace around the watering hole getting knocked unconscious due to some sort of cyber attack, has left everyone in a state of befuddlement and mystery. But upon locating Yoon's location and discovering that she had abducted Daryl and taken her to her hideout, you pursued her to the docks, where you found that she had absconded to a warehouse. Trauma team was called in, and thus, Dr. D, you received a tip and are on your way. Making your way into the warehouse, you began rooting around, looking for any sort of clues to her whereabouts. But it seems that Yoon is not in control. Yoon is not in her right mind. Whoever is in control of Yoon's body does not care about her well-being. And in such, they turned off her entire life systems and are just puppeting her body at the moment. And upon investigating the doors and the ventilation system, Yoon's body drops lifelessly to the ground and begins to rise up lifelessly as a forklift begins to automate. And I believe, Freddie, you were able to determine that the automation of the forklift was not the same doing of you. You did not access any systems in here. It seems as though this was simply a hiding spot. Someone else has manually hacked in remotely to control one of these forklifts. The forklift is not going haywire. Someone is specifically controlling it. And as you are struggling to regain control or shut it down somehow, working at the systems in the main control room above, you put out a call to a friend. I think we are at the top of the no, Sierra just went. That's correct. But that Candle went first, I'm pretty sure. So I think Candle went, then Bell went.
When we ended, I was right. I had spent my turn getting to the to it.
Yes.
Well, it was trapped in a conveyor that the forklift had just run into.
Yep. I remember you got up to it, and then the last thing that we did was Bell jumped onto it and attempted to block its forward viewing slot. And I think it's at this point that Dr. D and Tori arrive on the scene. And however sort of vehicles you use to get here, you now see the body of a small child sort of shambling away from a warehouse, where you can see that all of the cameras have been turned off, and there is a large ruckus coming from inside. Whether or not you two know each other or understand what's going on does not matter, but you do know that this child does not look like they're in their right mind. They look almost zombie-like and look towards you and perceive you as a threat, as their eyes spark with static and await to see what you do. Tori, what would you like to do? I think you have just sort of showed up, and you can basically do any sort of action you want, and then we'll figure out where to go from there. Or if you would like to delay your turn, Dr. D can go first. I suppose I could have Yoon do something. Let's see. What would you do? What can you do? Dr. D, how do you think you would have gotten to the warehouse district by the docks?
Is it possible for me to have hitched a ride with Trauma Team?
I think Traumatine has already come and gone, so I think it's paying attention to their calls that is what tipped you off to head this direction.
Okay.
But if you just want to say that you hitchhiked your way over here, or you caught like one of the mini trams over here, you can just be over here. You don't have to have something specific. I was just asking if you...
Subway, a friend in the area, whichever it might have been.
Sure. Probably the subways wouldn't go out this far, but you could definitely, like, catch, like, an Uber or something out here or whatever.
Okay. Excuse me. Am I going now?
Well, I was just sort of asking where you would be, roughly in space of the rest of the warehouse.
Okay. Well, I suppose, I would be just arriving out front.
Okay. Yeah, we can say that, like, a taxi is sort of, like, dropping you outside of the gates, and you're just running up. This is basically all sort of gravel lot area with a bunch of different warehouses and whatnot. And then these man-made rivers that sort of weave their way through them, similar to how you would see like a train yard, but it's for boats, basically.
Right. Can I get through the gate? Is there an opening that I can see?
Yeah, you can easily get through the gate and whatnot. That's not an issue.
Lovely. Okay, then yeah, I'm going through the gate and approaching the warehouse.
And you see the small shambling form of Yoon hurrying away.
Okay. Is it possible for me to catch up to them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Yoon's movements are very robotic and not very proficient. Someone is puppeting her.
Okay. In that case, I think that my goal would be,
You just want to, like, run up and tackle them or something?
As gently as possible, yes.
Okay, go ahead and make a brawling check.
Like, restrain the patient without causing more damage, if possible.
Okay. If you don't have the brawling skill, just roll a d10.
I believe I do. And that would be... body?
Actually, you know what? We'll say that Tori was your Uber driver that's, like, dropping you off and then now sees the scene. How about that?
Sure, that works. You said brawling?
Yes.
Okay.
The nice thing about Cyberpunk is that there's no negative modifiers.
I got a 22.
Okay, yeah, you just sort of run over and, like a stiff breeze, you knock over Yoon. I think you, like, slide off of her, and as she's struggling to regain semblance of how to move, you just, like, put yourself on top of her and hold her down. She is a small child, so this is very easy to do. That is your action and your movement. I would like to jump back to Tori now, if you are here, Tori. As you have just helped deliver this this professional doctor to a crime scene, and you have seen them grapple a child. Is there anything that you would like to do at the moment? If not, you can just sort of pass for now or whatnot. I don't know if she can hear me.
Hold on, give me a second. Let me text her.
Okay. We can jump back to inside the warehouse for the time being. Mayday, where are you currently? And are you doing anything with your drone? Wait, no. Kaiser's the one with the drone. I'm sorry. I don't remember where Mayday was. I think Mayday was up on the catwalks.
I'm down at the bottom currently.
Okay. Yeah, I thought everyone had come down except for Freddy, but I wasn't sure. I think everyone was fairly spread out, so I wanted to take like one round where everyone gets into position. So you probably can't.
What currently is the situation I'm in?
The situation is that there is a normally automatic forklift that's just sort of running rampant. I think since Bell F has jumped onto its front viewing visor, it's pulled out of one of the belts feeding the mechanics, the machinery, and it's just sort of spinning, sort of pinwheeling around like a top, trying to get Bell F off and also prevent people from just sort of jumping on it as well. So you could probably get close enough to do something this round, but you wouldn't be able to get close enough to touch it. But also you would probably want to keep your distance as well. And just a reminder, this forklift is automated. There is not like a seat for a driver. This would be a robotic forklift that someone has manually took remote control of.
Picture in the chat for those that forgot. There's a picture in chat that you put.
Is there anything nearby I can like throw at it?
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. You guys are in a warehouse where they were stamping out sheet pans and tongs and spatulas. Oh, and those like two-pronged steak forks.
I want to run towards it with a spatula trying to throw it inside.
Okay. I'm not sure. Wait, what did I say that throwing was? I think it's. Let me look at game mechanic. Oh, actually, I think it's just in campaign info. Throwing objects is athletics. 1d10 plus dex plus athletics. So it's plus your dex stat number and your athletics skill level. And if you have the app, you can basically just press the button. Also, where specifically are you trying to throw it? Just inside? You could probably throw it into some of like the gearworks or whatnot. Again, there is a a picture of it in the campaign info channel. If you want to take a look.
Yeah, that's what I meant, my bad.
Gotcha. Okay.
I got a 7.
Okay. Unfortunately, it just sort of clangs off it harmlessly. But you can move somewhere if you want. If you want, you can like climb a shelf or get to one of the ladders to get to a higher position. If you want to get back onto one of the catwalks. Again, the catwalks kind of go back and forth between these shelves. You can still grab stuff from the shelves while you're up on the catwalks. But if not, we can jump back to the top of the order. As you, I think what it's going to do in response to you throwing the spatula at it, it actually is going to wheel around and it's going to slam into one of these shelves. So I would like Candle, Kaizo, and Bell F to make a athletics. And Mayday. Basically, everybody that's inside except for Freddy, to make a reflex check.
Wait, I'm writing this thing. Does it count?
Yes, because
Okay.
it also doesn't care if stuff falls on it. It's going to slam into one of these shelves, knocking over, so a bunch of stuff is just going to start falling down.
Athletics is a body check, right?
Reflex check.
Dexterity.
Alright, give me a moment.
I got a 17.
Okay.
Wait, it's evasion, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
usually it's
is there
evasion.
evasion?
Yeah, there's a specific.
Yeah, there is
stat
a
called
evasion stat.
Oh. Hold on, I have to freaking look at this again.
Where is evasion?
Okay, so evasion is a skill using reflex.
Evasion still uses Dex.
I mean, I'm just gonna roll for athletics then.
Yeah, if
I got a 11.
we're going based off of evasion instead of athletics, I got a 21 instead.
Where is
17.
evasion?
It is under the fighting skill
Fighting
list.
skill.
Okay. You're right.
Yes, thank you. Evasion, yeah. It is using your dex. My apologies.
Alright, damn, I got a 19.
Okay. Mayday got an
Thank
11.
God everyone made it. It would have been wild to accidentally throw someone off.
What did Bell F get for evasion?
17.
17. Kaizo, what did you get?
21.
21. Wow.
I have both Dex and evasion maxed out.
And Bell, what did you get again?
17.
17. Okay. So so it's just Mayday that I think the actual structural part
E.
of the E, thank you. The shelf just sort of lands on you and pins you
Still
down.
alive.
You take 11 points of crushing damage and you are pinned. And I have to look at the injury. You have a fractured leg. So if you move, if you move your total speed in a single go, you'll suffer some damage.
Oh no, how am I gonna parkour now?
Yeah. Cutting back to Tori, was there something you wanted to do?
Wait, what?
You the story is that this doctor needed an emergency ride, so you gave them a lift, just sort of off the street. They were like, it's an emergency, and so you drove them to the warehouse district at the docks. And you saw them approach a small child that was looking very bizarre and peculiar, and now they have restrained them for fear of something happening to them. Basically, there is an individual that is attempting to flee from a crime scene, and this doctor has restrained them. Is there anything that you would like to do to assist with them, or do you want to investigate the warehouse where there's currently like the sounds of combat happening? What would you like to do?
I have no idea.
Okay. We can just keep going. Freddy, you are up top. Once you get an idea, Tori, you don't have to participate in this. Basically, you have no personal ties to the situation, so you don't know. You can choose to investigate. You can do whatever you want. But just for the time being, we'll just sort of keep going until you get a feel for how this sort of works, and then you can just sort of hop in whenever. Freddy, you are up top. You are trying to get control. You're trying to... I forget what you're trying to do. I think you're in the system, but you're now at the point where you can try to decide if you want to take control of the forklift yourself, if you want to cut out the person who is hacked in, or if you want to do something with the machinery, maybe open the doors or something. You've got a few options here, but you only have one action. What would you like to do, Freddy?
Tough choice. Let's see.
Yeah. You've got a lot of... You probably have the most options out of everybody here.
Let's see. I have the option to take control of the forklift, put the other person or other thing out.
Let me also describe some of the other machinery in the warehouse. There is some soldering tools and whatnot if you want to do something with a laser cutter or whatever. There's also probably a few claw arms for moving stuff around if you want to try and grab anyone or anything. There's also the belts that are feeding stuff around if you want to do anything with that. There's a lot of stuff you can take control of.
This option is to cut out the other person or other thing.
Okay. This will be a face-off, which means that you'll run your net running skill, which I think is just called interface. We've looked at this a few times, and I never remember specifically what it is.
It's called interface.
Is it called interface? Okay. I just don't remember what's the specific thing.
I think it's stack plus his rank on this skill.
So it's a D10 plus his rank, which is 4, plus... Is that
I think it's stack, correct? In this
Tech.
case.
It's
Oh,
yeah, go ahead and roll a d10 to start off with. And I'll just roll a d10, and then we'll go from there. How does that sound?
all right. Got a 7.
Okay. So 7 plus 4 would be 11. Is it plus your tech? It doesn't say. It
don't
basically
add
just says
anything to
interface level plus a d10.
Yeah, you don't add anything to your roll abilities. That's more of a homebrew thing.
Gotcha. Because it's its own personal skill, which I believe all of the other like class skills are basically just whatever level you have plus a d10. You don't relate it to a stat basically.
So do you want me to just roll interface?
Oh, do you have a button for interface on your character sheet?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Just do that then.
All right. 17.
Okay, yeah, you disconnect whoever was hacked into the system. You just completely cut them out of the feed, and they're no longer connected to the warehouse at all. And the forklift just stops. It just stops moving.
Size of relief.
I'd just like to candle sighs and disappointment at the same time as the sigh of relief. It's just like, damn it, I wanted to punch it.
I mean, you still can.
But now it would be destruction of property. Before it was self-defense.
Bell F, what would you like to do?
Oh, did I get
Since
skipped?
this thing since this stopped and
Yes, Kaizo, we were supposed to start with you. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
go-
fine. My
go,
turn
Kaiser,
wouldn't
go.
have been much. I was just gonna try to shove something into that tire.
Okay.
Uh,
Would you like to do
Yeah.
something now?
um,
I'll say this.
he still didn't
There are
mention
3
anything.
other forklifts.
Gotcha. Candle still hasn't mentioned the thing of seeing Yoon outside, right?
I don't know. has he?
I'd say that I did,
Okay.
or at least right after, right after that just happened, like right after the thing shuts down, Candle would mention it to the group most likely.
Then Kaiser's still he's gonna look for a metal pipe in case one of the other forklifts starts coming after them, and then he's gonna use the rest of his movement to head towards a door.
You look around for a metal pipe. And apparently none shows up. Yeah, you could find something to wield as a weapon.
Yeah. Just the idea of having something in his hands is all that I'm after. And then he's gonna head towards a door.
Okay. All the doors have to be forced open, or the big door has to be opened with the system. Let's go to Bell F. What do you want to do?
if this thing stopped moving and Mayday has a broken leg, I'm going to go after him.
Okay. You can get to him, but he is underneath of a shelf. A shelving unit. What would you like to do?
Wait, you didn't have like strength to move this thing?
A single person would not be strong enough to move this shelf. Again, it's like a 20-foot tall shelf. Metal shelf. If you want to like cut out a section for him to be able to get out from underneath of it, you could do that.
Yeah, I was thinking either that or go or find something like to put like underneath and slowly like raising it. It show like I forgot the name of this.
It's
thing,
prying
but
it.
it's like-
It's like leverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I think it would be far easier because basically you'd be having to lift up this whole pile of metal stuff. It'd be easier to like cut out the section that he's trapped beneath.
Yeah. If I have the tools to do that, so yeah.
You've probably got
Wait, yeah,
something. What do you got?
This is like a warehouse filled with stuff. Even if I don't have like any tools for that, because I don't think I have. Yeah. Briefing Mac, binocular, duct tape, no. Yeah, no.
Well, if you just want to like, I don't know, bite the metal and just like consume it or whatever. I don't know how that works. You probably have like a little blowtorch on your finger. I'm just trying to think of like what skill check would be related to this. Do you have anything into demolitions?
No.
You could just
do
roll a
have-
d10 plus your technique.
Okay. Uh, 10.
Okay. I'll say that you get like half of it cut through, so now he's loose enough that someone could pull him out. He is still wedged a little bit. You haven't like completely freed him, but now there is not the stress of this thing weighing down on top of it. So if someone were to help you, they could easily move him out of there. But I'll say that you're just a little bit too small to do that by yourself. We'll now move to Candle. What would you like to do?
Well, I mean, I can't really do much of anything in this situation, can I?
You could open some doors. You could remove Mayday from danger. You could make sure the other forklifts. if they
Is
try to-
Mayday being like crushed or something?
There's a big old shelf that fell on Mayday that pinned him down, and Belaheth has lessened that issue. So removing him is now a much lower DC.
Alright, yeah, I'll go ahead and, help him out.
Okay. I think Belaheth will give you advantage on this, and you can make some sort of like, is it strength?
Body?
Yeah, it's just body. Yeah, if you just want to make a body check to pick him up and move him.
Alright, that's a 16.
Okay, yeah, you can easily move Mayday out of harm's way.
There you go.
What? Okay. We are now back to Tori, if you would like to. Dr. D has this child's pinned. If you would like to do something on your turn, you may, or you may choose to pass to Dr. D. If you just want to keep delaying your turn until something seems prevalent, you can do that as well.
Yee.
Okay. Dr. D, what do you do now that you have Actually, I'm going to, before your turn starts, I'm going to see if go ahead and make a contested body actually this would be brawling, I think. Yeah, because that's the grappling one. So go ahead and roll a brawling check if you would please.
Okay. Where did my D10 go? Hello? There it is.
Hello?
Hello?
A 0 on a
hello?
D10 is
Hello?
10, right?
It's Dex plus your brawling.
Ola.
No, a
skill.
0 on the D10 is 10.
A 0 on the
That's
D10
a-
is 10, okay.
Yeah, that's a crit. You roll another d10 and add that as well.
Okay. So 10 plus 1. So 11 plus 14, 25.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I forgot that if you crit, you roll again. Yes, you handily holds. You remain your hold of you.
Okay.
But it is now your turn. You have your movement and your action. What would you like to do?
With Yoon grappled,
Yes.
I could tell that they weren't fully in control of themselves, yes?
Very easily. You can see that. I mean, even before you got close to them, Yoon was moving very sporadic and jerky. Similar to how someone with cyber psychosis would be, although Yoon is not automatically aggressive. Because usually cyber psychosis is like roiding out, like hulking out, basically. Yoon seems very much not in the right mind, but methodical, in fact, and was attempting to flee very badly. Because
Point
they're
of clarification.
yes.
Yoon has cyber arms or legs?
Yoon has a robotic hand. But people in general that have any sort of robotics have to have a neural network implant that connects their brain and motor functions to a basically cyberware motherboard.
Can I deactivate the motherboard in a way that I can reactivate it later?
You can absolutely like shut down someone's cyberware without shutting off their heart, if that's what you're asking.
I think he's asking if you can do this without destroying it.
Right. So I want to disconnect cyberware completely, so that way anything that might be controlling her no longer has an access point to control her.
I'll say this, if you want to do surgery to forcibly remove someone's cyberware, like their hand, their foot, their eye, their whatever, you can do that. If you're trying to shut off the robotic system to make their cyberware turn off, but not actually removed from their body, that's something else. Does that make sense? So which are you trying to do? Are you trying to remove her robotic hand, or are you trying to turn off her Bluetooth?
Is it possible to remove her Neuralink?
That would... You're like asking, can I remove this person's skeleton? Not as an action.
Okay. Okay.
You can turn it off. You have like a paper clip and you like stick it behind her ear and you do a hard reset on her.
Yeah, is that possible?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
But you can't remove the neural network from her as an
Is she
action.
your iPhone?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I would like to hard reset.
This would not be surgery. I think this would be a medtech role of let's see.
Cyberware.
Paramedic.
Okay.
Either that or electronics security tech. Cyber tech would also work, because I think cyber tech is referring to like cyberware.
Yes.
So I would probably say cyber tech would be the best skill for this, but I will allow other things within reason.
I got a 22 on cyber tech.
Okay, yes. You get out a little tool. You just stick your sonic screwdriver to the back of her head, and her body goes limp.
Okay. Is she
Which
for the moment?
which means you were successful. Sorry,
Okay.
I said that she went limp, but I meant like her
Got it.
her cyberpsychosis has turned off.
That
basically.
is what I interpreted from. I'm glad you clarified.
Yes, her heart is still breathing.
Um,
Her heart is still beating, and she is still breathing.
Okay, so she is unconscious and stable.
She's not unconscious. You actually look at her eyes. Her pupils are completely dilated, and she seems to be rousing from unconsciousness.
Otherwise, she seems to be fine.
She seems back to her normal self.
Okay. Can I call Tori over and ask Tori to sit with her and make sure she remains okay while I go and see if there are any other patients that need attention?
Tori, how do you respond? You fine with babysitting this child?
Yee.
Cool.
All right.
Cool. Okay.
Do you pay her extra? Do you tip her for?
Yeah.
How much do you give her?
How much was the ride?
I'll say that
Tori.
the ride was probably 100 eddies.
Okay.
Just because it was a little bit far away, and I mean this is out way in the boondocks almost. So that was quite a
Then
ways.
I'm just gonna go ahead and make this 150 eddies.
Oh
This
wow,
taxi driver is just rolling with it.
Wow.
that's very generous.
Yeah. Well,
But to be fair, you
Tori
are paying
rolling
her
in the
to
eddies.
watch someone that
a child.
that
Yeah.
almost committed a
Yeah.
crime. Yes. Very very good.
Yeah.
Tori, go ahead and add 150 eddies to your inventory, or Eurobucks, whichever you want to call it. You have $150 of cash, and Dr. D, please mark that down from your character sheet.
Yep.
Okay.
Then you have your movement. Do you just want to run up to the warehouse?
Yes.
Yee.
Okay. I'll say that you can sort of get close enough to it, but you can't quite get to any of the specific doors just yet. But you're within
Okay.
the radius that's lit up basically, and you're trying to figure out your way in now. Mayday, you are up. It is your turn, Mayday.
I need to temporarily power down any unauthorized implants.
Rain, of course.
Am I still stuck under the rack?
No. Candle has pulled you away. I think you are.
I want to try the spatula again.
What are you throwing the spatula at? Is Candle still holding you? Or did you just
The
pull
same
them aside?
place I threw the last spatula.
Okay, go ahead and roll the same thing again.
Candle just pulled Mayday out and then let them go.
Okay. That's cool. Very pink.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna risk trying to get it to change the color of the jacket.
That's fine.
I got a 0.
Oh, wait. Actually, a 0 on a 10 means a 10. So you crit. So go ahead and roll that 10 again.
There is a way to actually get the value of a 0, because if you roll a net 1, the next dice you roll, you subtract it from your total.
So did you roll a nat 1 or did you roll a 0 on the d10?
I think they rolled a 0, which is just a 10, because there's
That
no
I just
negative
used the
modifiers.
app and got a 0.
Oh.
So
Huh.
yeah, that means
Okay.
you rolled a nat 1.
Okay. Then you pick up a spatula and you throw it, and it just sort of slips out of your hand and just.
I'm gonna die tonight.
Oh, I was thinking it would like fucking hit something and manage to boomerang back around and just smack Mayday in the face.
Yeah, it like
Oh.
it sticks through Bell F's head, and they just sort of turn and look at you in shame. No, you throw a spatula and you miss, but that's fine. Then
I look down in shame and slowly climb up with them.
okay, yeah, you struggle to stand. You could probably stand upright, but it does hurt to walk. So you could force yourself to run, but if you do, you will take some damage. It's at this point that 2 more of these forklifts start to animate. Gosh dang it. Stupid.
I want to say something, but I'm gonna get yelled at.
Just say it.
Is it so wrong of me that I want to smash Tori's cyberpunk character?
Oof.
Well, we can talk about that later.
Well, you know, let's not touch that yet. I think we're all good.
Quick, Tori, say that your cyberpunk
Oh
character.
my.
Oh my, she's
2 more of these forklifts pop out of the cradles. In even less coordination
You're
than
the
the
reason
first one.
Detroit Become Human was made.
They smash into each other and destroy the other forklifts on their way out. And one of them is just absolutely skewered a forklift and dragging it towards your direction. There is now 2 more forklifts to deal with. Starting with Kaizo. Neon Spacer, what would you like to do? You've got double trouble, and they're barreling towards your party. There is a lot of debris on the floor now, so they are having a heck of a time moving stuff around, but at any point in time they could just lift up and toss anything that you're probably standing on. So
And I'm just thinking, because I started running towards the doors, so would I be able to even make it to, or how far are they from the party?
I mean, if you just want to go to a man door and try and break that down, you can do that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able
I
to
guess I'll
open it
keep
as an
doing that.
action. You'll have to break it down because Candle crushed all the hinges on the doors to prevent escape. You'll just have to make a body check to open it. Unless you have a skill or something that you want to try and do. Like, if you want to do something other than brute force, you can definitely do something.
I mean, honestly, you can probably break the hinges from the position they're in.
Yeah, it's just one hinge, so it wouldn't be too difficult to, like, force it open. You'll just have to make a check in order to do it. You wouldn't, like, be able to do it as a free action. That's all. And I would even say that this does not count as an action unless you specifically want to, like, pull out your shotgun and blow a hole through it or something, you know. That would be using an action. But otherwise, just This is just a force check in order to interact with something that would normally be a free action.
I think I'll use the thing that I picked up to see if I can kind of pry it off.
Oh, okay. I'll lower the DC then. Yeah.
The flat body.
Yep, just a D10 plus body.
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, okay.
And guess what the next die was after that?
10?
A 10. So I got a -4.
You take this piece of metal that's not quite forged into anything yet, and you stab it into the door. You unlatch the door. You stick the piece in there and begin to pull on it, and the thing just snaps off, and that piece of metal gets stuck in the latch. So now this door is completely blocked.
We ain't making it out tonight.
If you want to spend your action to try and do something about it, you can, since you're right here. Otherwise,
I'm just gonna yell at Freddy, open the big door.
Okay. I'll say you have a little movement left. You could probably get near the big door. Freddy, it's now your turn.
Okay.
Looking at the instruments, it looks like that same person has hacked in again and is remote controlling 2 things at the same time, which is extremely difficult. So, you know that these things aren't going to be as much as a threat this time, except that there's 2 of them and they are just sort of barreling around. It's almost like someone's playing with you guys, like this is some sort of sick, twisted game.
Is there a gun nearby?
No. But I will say that if you want to interact with something, like opening a door, that will not take up your action.
Wait, do I not still have the gun I found in Candle's car?
Yeah, you can just straight up like press a button and the door starts opening. It was just the contested hacking check that took your action. I'll say if you want to try and interact with 2 more minor things, you can. But you can't try and take control of the, or like cut out the hacker this turn.
Oh, yet again, cut out the hacker.
I just said you cannot do that.
Oh, whoops.
You can use some of the other machinery, though, if you want them to do something.
You said there was a laser, right?
Yeah, I said that there was like a little spark jet for like cutting out things.
Could I use that to possibly cut one of the forklifts?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a basic tech roll.
Basic tech roll, you got it.
And I would normally give you advantage, but because this instrument is not specifically designed to do that, it would be disadvantage, so this is just a straight roll.
Oh god.
Is that good or bad?
I got a 30.
Oh. Okay, I will say that with this attack, you can dismantle a part of the forklift. You can disable one of its 2 treads, one of its 2 forklifts, or the viewport. Or if you just want to go for some of the body and open up like a section for someone else to try and grab at it, you can.
What were the first 2 options?
Disable one of the first 2, one of its 2 treads. Disable one of its 2 forklifts, or disable its viewport. Basically, you can make it have difficulty moving, lifting, or you can make it not see. Or you could also cut open a big section for someone to jump in there and rip it out. If you like want to set somebody up.
I'll cut off the thread. Make it to where it could barely move.
Okay, yeah, you cut off one of its treads, and now it's just spinning. It's just spinning in the middle of the room. So anyone that tries to approach it, be wary, because it's just going to be spinning. But yes, you have stopped its movements otherwise. So currently it's not a threat to anyone, unless someone tosses something towards it for it to swing around and hit like a baseball bat.
Oh my god, I want to play catch.
And I'll say with that, that'll be the end of your turn, Freddy, because you have significantly gotten one of these things. Bell F, what would you like to do?
So there is still one forklift running around, and
Yes,
I'm
there-
next to this shelf.
Yes, one of the forklifts is like trying to push through all the junk that's on the floor, but it doesn't quite have the torque to do that. And so it's just kind of like trying to use its forks to toss the stuff out of its way by just going up and down, which really isn't doing much.
And I'm next to the shelf that I was cutting, that was spinning Mayday. I want to try to like climb the debris of this shelf, so I can jump on top of the forklift.
This would be a very dangerous maneuver, but it could possibly pay off. So I'm gonna make you roll an athletics check, and this is just gonna be a difficult DC.
15.
Okay. You start to climb onto some of the stuff, and you know that as the forklift is getting closer, it's probably going to toss you before you even get a chance to jump to it. So you need to find something more secure to be on. I'll say at this point you could either get to a shelf or one of the catwalks in order to drop down onto it once it gets close. But just being on top of the trash is not going to be good enough. I'll say that's your movement though, through difficult terrain.
Okay,
So you still have your action now.
I want to try to climb the catwalk.
Okay, go ahead and roll another athletics check, and this one won't be as difficult.
14.
Okay. Yep. You leap and just manage to catch onto the edge. You can like choose to hang there until it's directly below you, or you could like climb up if you want.
Yeah, I will just hang there and wait for the forklift to.
Okay.
Run
I'll
underneath
say, yeah, with the rest of your turn, I'll say that you can hold a held action until it gets close. Candle, what are you doing?
Am I able to make it with my movement to one of the, still operational forklifts?
Currently, there's a big pile of metallic trash that is getting built up and pushed in your direction. If you choose to stay where you're at, you'll probably get crushed. It looks like one of the last forklift that can still move is coming directly towards you. So you could just wait for it to approach, but you probably want to get yourself into a more advantageous position.
Like how steep is the pile?
It's not a steepness factor. It's the fact that a lot of it is like a bunch of little stuff. So if you attempt to climb it, you might fall down inside it and get potentially crushed. You know that scene in Star Wars with the trash compactor where it's difficult to climb on top of it because you might just get stuck inside of it and crushed?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Fair enough. Yeah, Candle is just gonna move to the side to avoid, getting crushed in the first place.
Yeah, you could move behind one of these shelves that is still solid.
Yep.
And they're not just
Actually,
standing
can I
on the floor, they
climb on
are
top of one
bolted
of the
down.
shelves?
I'm sorry, I was talking over you. What did you say?
Oh no, it's fine. I was just asking. Is it possible for me to climb on top of the shelf and then jump? over the trash?
With a very good roll, you can. And I'll say that this will be 2 checks, one for movement and then one for your action. So roll to climb the shelves first.
Is the check gonna be body or dex?
I think it would be athletics.
Okay, so dex. I mean, realistically, either way, that doesn't matter. I have an 8 in both.
Fair enough.
I rolled a 1. So.
Oh dear. You you start to climb up one of these shelves, but unfortunately it was one of those shelves that was damaged in the first attack. And so it starts to bend under your weight a little bit, and you do fall back down, and now you are not behind a shelf that is shielding you. But you still have your action, you just don't have any movement.
Fun. I can't really do much of anything without any movement.
I'll say you have a little movement. You could, like, stand up and, like, move to interact with something. Do you just want to, like, throw something at it or whatever?
Well, that'll just cause something to fall, let's be completely honest.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
I'll let you climb another shelf. How about that?
Can I use my action to gain more movement?
Yeah, you can dash. Which is why I'm saying I'm letting you climb another shelf if you want to do that.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I just, yeah, I'll give it another shot. Just climb another shelf. Maybe this one won't be, fucking me over.
Okay.
Alright, that's a 16 this time.
Okay, yeah, you climb a shelf, and you can get to a catwalk, or you just stay on top of this shelf if you want. But you won't be able to jump to it this turn. That would be like a separate thing. Tori, you are hanging out with Yoon, and Yoon is looking fine. But something I will say that both you and Dr. D notice is that you hear the sounds of motorcycle engines revving. Specifically, not hot rods or typical motorcycles. These sound like dirt bikes, which leads you to believe that this is part of the Skaters Gang, which is a group of ruffians that like to do dangerous parkour and basically endanger themselves and the mass public, and are probably coming out to the docks to cause a general rabble. It would probably be best to move out of their vision. If you would like to move somewhere, if you would either like to move back to your vehicle that you drove here, if you want to hide in amongst the storage containers that are here, or over towards the warehouse. Or you could jump in the water, I suppose, if you really want to do that.
Yes, the water.
But you can easily pick up Yoon and move her with you. She's a small child, about 11. So I think she said she was 12 or 11.
No, she was like 20 or 19 or 21. She wasn't a child. She just was very short.
She's a midget.
I think she said that as a joke, because she was trying to convince Candle that she was drinking age. But I do know, as the game master, she was 12 or 11, is what she told me.
Oh, you.
Or he's thinking.
Maybe warehouse.
All right. Yeah, you can follow up behind Dr. D as he is approaching the warehouse looking for door. So you can get up to him. And actually, if you want to use your action for movement, you can get even closer. So I'll say you can get right up to the warehouse, but unfortunately, all the doors are closed and apparently locked. But there is one of these big doors that is slowly opening and looks like it's about to be fully open. So you can move towards that if you would like. Again, there's like these two big metal double doors thing that swing open to allow entry for like trucks and stuff. Did we lose Mayday?
I believe so.
Oh no.
A while ago. Yeah.
I heard someone leave. I just didn't know who.
Can I ask
Um,
what time of day it is?
it is nighttime.
Nighttime. Okay.
Yeah, which is probably the time of day which is most active. This is when everybody comes out. There's actually probably more light now because during the daytime there's like this big old smog. But now that it's like pitch black, lots of people like to put on their fancy lights, and all the different signs and buildings have these various lights. Have you ever walked down? Have you ever seen Vegas at night where it just basically looks like daytime?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. D, you are up. What would you like to do? Do you want to move towards this these big doors?
Yes. You said they were opening?
Yes. They're not completely open, but they are open enough for people to enter. Because they're designed for like trucks.
Was it always that open, or is that a new development?
They are being remotely opened mechanically. Someone inside the warehouse has activated these doors. And the pistons are slowly opening them like.
Okay.
Yeah. Big old metal doors.
You said that I know that it is somebody inside that activated it, or
Yes.
is it? Okay.
I mean, there is a way to open the doors from outside, but you didn't see anybody, so you would assume it was somebody inside.
Okay. Then yeah, I believe I would like to go into the building.
Okay. Immediately you see a huge pile of metal getting thrashed around by a forklift that's gone rogue.
At which point my shoulders kind of slump. I go, oh crap. And then I look around and see if anybody needs medical attention.
You see Mayday's body laying on the floor, sleeping because he's disconnected. So his character model is just laying on the floor, but you can see that his leg is broken.
Okay.
I mean, other than that, everyone looks fine.
Okay. I suppose I would like to go to Mayday to attempt to fix the leg.
Okay. You have a specific skill for that, don't you?
As in fixing the leg?
Yeah. Don't you, as a medtech, have a skill for...
Yes.
This is an injury of the body. I don't know if you can... Oh, I think if you just heal him a certain amount, the injury goes away.
There was a... where is it? Injuries. You said it was a leg?
Yes.
Okay, so, a quick fix would be the paramedic, and complete treatment for it would be paramedic or surgery.
You do not have time for surgery. Well,
right.
I think as an action you can do paramedic. But like outside of combat, you would do the other check.
Okay. Then yeah, I feel like the quick fix would be the thing to do right now.
You slap a band-aid on him and his bones fuse together.
I feel like it's more of a splint, but essentially, yeah.
You take 2 pieces of metal and bolt it onto his leg.
Yeah. So I rolled paramedic. And
You take 2 magnets and put them on either side of his leg.
Ooh. I've had very high-powered magnets locked together around part of, like, I think it was my finger. I can't remember if it was my arm or my finger.
What did you
But,
roll?
Oh, right. Paramedic rolled 23.
Okay,
But yeah,
yeah.
magnets coming together with flesh in between is very painful.
I will say that will cease his injury from impeding him at the moment. You can put a splint on him, and he's able to stand and walk and run as usual without injuring himself.
Okay. I would like to aid him in
Moving
leaving
outside.
the field of battle. Yeah.
All right. I'll say that you're able to get back to the big door. How about that?
Okay.
Kaizo, you are up.
Yeah, he's running. He's still running to the door. So when he sees Doc come in, and then he gets to the door and he sees Yoon out there, he's doing double takes, being like, "Doc, Yoon, what's going on? We gotta get out of here."
And then he looks at Tori. Who are you? Looks her up and down. You can stay.
Oh my god.
So right now he doesn't know about the skaters coming, so he's still trying to. I guess he's gonna. Shooting these things is not going to work because he has a very basic pistol.
Well, you could shoot certain parts of it.
I guess, yeah. Let me look at that picture again. I guess if I can pinpoint the part that Bell was trying to cover up, like the sensor, try and shoot that on one of them.
Yeah, you know that there's like that white part on top, that like little dome basically, has like it's got resistant glass. You don't know if it's bullet resistant. But you would assume that like it's tough enough to survive stuff falling on it. So it might be pretty hard, but you could definitely shoot at it and see if you can shoot that eye. Because there's like a little eye inside of that dome that rotates around to look like it's just like a little camera. So you could basically shoot it. As long as you get through that glass, you could basically destroy whatever is inside. It would just be the matter of penetrating that glass.
I will shoot that then.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
What do I add to it? Where is it? Resolving
like
range
handgun
combat.
or
Attacker's reflex plus relevant weapon skill plus 1d10.
Yeah.
Okay. Handgun. I have 4 in that. I roll a 20.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
6.
Six is what you got?
15.
Wow. Okay.
I got 2 6s and a 3.
You shoot the. I assume you're shooting the one that's like that didn't have its wheels taken out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you shoot a bullet straight through, and it actually goes out the other side. And you watch as the thing just sort of comes to a halt, and sparks shoot out on either side. It hasn't shut down. You see it like move around a little bit, but it looks like it's too scared to do anything at the moment. Yeah.
What is ROF?
You've stopped its approach. You actually notice that the other one that was spinning stops spinning, rotates its eye to look at the other one, and then that one starts moving again.
What is ROF?
ROF?
It's a thing listed with
Maybe
the
rate of fire.
weapon.
Rolling on the floor?
Okay, I clicked on the thing. It says rate of fire.
Oh, rate of fire.
Like I
So
said,
Candle is correct.
yes.
Which means that you lets you know how many times you can fire it per action.
Makes sense because martial arts, a lot of them need you to attack twice to be able to even in one turn to be able to do something.
What's the weapon you're using?
I'm using a heavy pistol. It has an
Heavy
RF
pistol.
of 2.
Yeah, so you can fire it twice.
Yeah, I guess I'll shoot at the other one this time.
Okay. It has stopped spinning, so it will be a little easier to hit than it would have been. I'll say it's a little bit farther away, though, so.
Got a 14 this time.
Yeah, unfortunately with a 14, I think you hear it just sort of like ping, and you're not sure if you penetrated or not, but you don't think you hit quite the center where the camera was.
Gotcha.
It's probably like 80 feet from you. Maybe farther.
Everybody this way.
Freddy, you are up.
Alrighty. You know, I think I'm gonna go down. I think I've been in the control room for long enough.
Okay. You done playing with your toys? Time to be a man.
Yep. All right.
All right. Where are you going? Because you're several stories up at the moment.
I'm going down.
All right. You could spend your entire movement and action to get all the way down to the ground level.
Jump down, breaks an ankle, Doc has to come back in.
Okay. Unfortunately, directly down from where you are, your pathway to the big doors is split in half by this one forklift that can't see but is still operational. But you're positive that you can't be seen by the other forklift at the moment. But that will be your entire movement and action to move all the way down to the base level.
All right.
Bell F, you are up. What would you like to do?
So the one that they cannot see, is still
Yes.
moving towards everyone?
Yes, it still has full movement of its wheels and forklift. And it's trying to head towards everyone that is gathering near the door and trying to escape.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for this thing to... You know what? I'm going to be a little bit more active.
Oh, yeah, I will admit, I forgot about you. I would say that it's... Yeah, I think it's close enough now that you can just sort of drop onto it.
I want to drop onto it, but instead of like standing on top of it, I want to try to punch through it. I just realized that body is also strength, and I put a lot on it because I think, oh, I'm metal, so I should be tough.
Let's see. What would this be? Do you have anything put into melee weapon?
No.
Do you have anything put into martial arts or brawling?
Brawling? Yeah, I do have.
Okay, go ahead and make a brawling check. We're kind of stretching things here a little bit, but I know what you're going for, and we'll make it work.
I got a 1.
Oh no. So Freddy, as you slide down the ladder like Dark Souls style and turn and look at the door and everyone's like, all right guys, we got to get out of here. Freddy, you just watch as doink, a bell falls from the ceiling and just completely bounces off the top and just falls into a nearby trash pile. I will say this, Belle, because I'm not too mean. If you want to make a stealth check, you can try and see if you can maneuver yourself up against the body where the other forklift cannot see you. And I'll say that this all counts for your movement. I will still let you have an action after this. Because you just fell, so...
I have another idea.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to throw a smoke grenade on the one that can't move.
Oh. Okay. You have one of those.
Yes.
Okay. How does this work? What do I do?
Good question.
I think it just works and it's cool. Because I'm sure there's like some rules as to how it works. It obscures an area. I think I would like you to make some sort of check to throw. This won't be a too hard DC, but go ahead and roll. What is it? Athletics, I think. Yes.
Since I rolled a one, I got a penalty, right?
No. That was for trying to punch through. So you automatically failed trying to do that. This is a completely different roll.
11.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. You toss the smoke grenade. It's a slow burn. It's probably going to try and do something before it can lose sight completely. So if you want to stay where you are, you can do that. Like, because it doesn't go off immediately, obscuring its vision.
Yeah.
So on your turn, it probably can still see if you... I'll say at the top of next round, it'll be blinded. How about that?
Sure.
Okay, so if you just want to hang out where you are, you can do that.
I think I'll just try to move a little bit away, because this thing probably saw me falling. And I want to create some distance from the one that can still like pierce me.
Okay. You can either move away from it. You can make a... Actually, I'm gonna say that you don't have any movement left. I will allow you to climb on top of this thing just so it doesn't like roll over you. But you don't know what this thing you're directly next to is going to do. And this is really stretching what you can do on your turn, because I think you have used your movement and your action already, but I'll let you do a little something. This would be like your bonus action, basically. You can like bonus action hop onto this thing or something.
I mean, I fell. I don't know if that counted my movement, and I used my action to throw the grenade. Okay.
You tried to use your movement to pierce through this thing.
Okay, fair enough.
So, technically, that would have been your action to try and attack it, but I was allowing it to count as your movement.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I think you're
I'll just
right
try
next to this thing.
Yeah, I'll just try to take it out of sight if I can.
Okay. It does not see you. Tori. No. Candle, you are up. Tori is on deck.
Has it moved? Like the trash pile, is it closer to me or?
The one that was coming towards you, that Belle just sort of fell off of, is now trying to back up, but it's also in this trash pile, so it's sort of got itself stuck.
Gotcha.
So it's just sort of it hasn't gotten closer to you. It started moving away from you towards the people at the door. But it is just sort of throwing stuff around.
Gotcha. So is it just like difficult terrain to climb the trash heap?
Yes.
Or... Okay. So
You'll have to make a
you figure
check
out
to
make
move
it,
across it.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take a check to get over to it through
Okay.
the difficult terrain.
Yes. So go ahead and make
And,
an athletics check to
alright.
do that. It's not like
I
half
rolled
movement.
I got a 0 on my dice, so that's a crit.
Ooh, so you roll again.
Alrighty. And that's a 6, so 16 plus 8. Is 24.
Okay, yeah, you can easily get over to it. You can be on any side or part of it. Or you could put Bell F on your shoulder.
Well, like, is Bell in any danger?
Yes, it's right next to it, and this thing is flinging stuff around.
Gotcha. I'll pick up Bell then.
Okay. You know, like one of those bull riding machines where it's just spinning and bouncing around. That's happening, and Bell is like trying not to be the kid at the water park, the Wipeout water park, getting like domed basically.
Gotcha. Can I pull a? Are you familiar with Ippo, with Makinochi Ippo, like that, the boxing anime?
I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know like this. I haven't seen it, but I know of it.
Okay. There's a thing fairly early on in the series where, like, to train his jabs, he has to grab leaves. Can I use my multi-attack ability with Solo to kind of just like reach out like I'm gonna punch him for a grab and pull him back?
Are you talking about the forklift?
No. I'm talking about grabbing Bell before punching the forklift.
Oh, I was saying because you rolled so high on your movement, you could easily get to a spot where Bell F can climb atop you as a free action.
Oh yeah, no, in that case, never mind. I was overcomplicating that for no reason.
Yes. So you're standing right next to it. That's your movement. Bell is on you. Safety as a free action. You still have your action.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me just look for the what channel is it in? Also thank you, Kaizo, for sending a GIF of what I was referring to. Let me look for the thing for Solo. I just wanted to check one thing.
Basically, everyone else has gathered by the doors and is about to leave, except for you, Bell, and Freddy.
Fair. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and invest literally all of my awareness in spot weakness, since I'm only able to do one attack around anyhow.
So that will be your action.
Oh. Okay. Unfortunate.
Okay.
Mayday's back.
Welcome back,
just
Mayday.
like, so effectively, my action is just like, looks down, pats the surface, he's like, oh, this is a weakness, and raises his fist like he's about to fucking punch it.
Yeah, you jump up in front of it, and then you just like put up your dukes and get into a stance. I think with that, it is going to make some attacks on you. Mayday, the only thing that you've missed so far is Dr. D came in, fixed your leg, and started helping you towards the door.
Sorry, phone died.
Oh, that's all good.
Yeah, but Dr. Doofenshmirtz fixed your leg.
What is your what is it called? What's your armor rating?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think we ever actually went over that.
Armor is related to your... I know that you don't have any, like, physical armor added onto you, other than your head, but you don't have that on right now, because that's part of your secret identity. You're like a vigilante.
Is it related to certain stats? Because if it is, then...
I don't...
It's based on what you're wearing.
Well, I have no armor.
I don't know if there's any kind of, like, natural armor. I just know that the actual stuff, you have to own it and wear it.
I'm fairly certain, like, regular clothes also have an armor rating.
Oh wait, can I change how I
Candle
invest
has
my
natural
gear?
armor.
How?
I'm Googling it real quick.
Alright.
Cause he's him.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. His muscles are basically solid steel.
Yeah, you can buy armors, but...
He has the same natural armor rating as Bell.
I mean, honestly, I don't really need the armor. I have, you know, body plus willpower both at 8, so my health is very high.
Big helpful.
But that being said, how many attacks do you figure the forklift can do?
2.
Okay, and are they both gonna be directed at
You.
Okay, cool. In that case,
and you did already use your action to distribute your points into spot weakness.
May I readjust?
You may not.
Unfortunate.
You made your bed, now you have to lie in it.
Well, I'm gonna fucking punch the shit out of this thing next turn. It's not gonna stop. You will not stop me.
That's not too bad. The first fork just sort of shoots out trying to skewer you and just sort of hits your side. You do take 7 points of damage, which isn't enough to cause you an injury. But then it's going to spin. Actually, no, it's going to try and clasp you. So let's make a brawling check.
Is this opposed?
Yes.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hoo-hoo! I didn't crit. What are you talking about?
Alright, let me see. So... and...
Why do I feel like Candle's gonna be all, oh, it's only a 30.
It's 17.
Oh.
Are you kidding me? I
You
crit.
multiple times?
This is... I have to come up with better stats. I only beat him by 2. And I had to crit in order to do that. It's lame. You take 13 points of damage, and you are going to get a critical injury. Because I did crit. Yes.
Alright,
And that critical injury is probably broken ribs. Oh, it is broken ribs! At the end of every turn where you move further than 4 meters yards on foot, you resuffer this critical injury's bonus damage directly to your hit points. I'm not sure what bonus damage means. I'm just gonna assume it's 5. So anytime that you move your speed on your turn, you take 5. If you move slower on your turn, you won't take this damage.
Gotcha.
Basically, if you're like hobbling, you won't suffer as much damage.
Okay, and overall, how much damage have I taken?
It was 13 plus 7, right? So a total
Yeah,
of
so 20.
20.
Got it.
Oh, you're at half health, aren't you?
No.
No?
Close.
What are you at?
Well, I have 50 health. So
Okay, so not
I
quite
have
half.
that.
Like,
Yeah, we're like a bit off of half.
yeah, not that bad.
Unfortunately.
Something I will do though.
Whatever. I don't need to move. I am exactly where I intend to be.
All right, fine. I won't freaking take the music. You all watch. I think Freddy watches this the best because I think Belhav is right there too, but is thrown a little bit as the forklift just sort of just comes straight at Candle and clasps him in its jaws, and you watch as they mechanically shoot fast towards the center, almost like splitting him in half, but somehow this man resists, but is now caught in its vice grip.
Tis but a scratch.
Tori, now it is your turn. If you would like to do something, or if you just want to leave, you can do that too. It's what everyone else is doing. Well, I guess technically nobody's actually left yet.
Everybody else is trying to.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do. I kind of lost track of what happened.
You came up to investigate the warehouse to see what was happening, and when you came up to the open doors, everyone started peeling out the open doors, and you can see that there's a bunch of just garbage. Well, it's not garbage, it's metalworks and bits of machinery tossed asunder as these automatic forklifts are going rogue. And you see an old man currently grappling with one of these automatic forklifts and is somehow alive.
I don't know what to do.
I mean, if you just want to leave, that's the fair choice. That's what everyone wants to do.
Book it.
Yeah, I'll leave.
Just pull
Leaving
apart
guy.
just pull apart to Joseph Joestar.
I don't recommend using a spatula.
Do you want to use your gun to shoot anything?
Oh.
She sounded excited when I said that. Ooh.
Yeah, I would also use the special. We have bad luck with those things, I suppose.
He looks so derpy when he's running. What the heck?
Huh. I don't know. Probably just like leave the warehouse. There's nothing really to do in there.
I mean, if you just want to sort of wait and hold the line at the door, you can do that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you could probably help like some of the injured people out. Dr. D, what do you want to do?
I just realized we're not in the session VC.
Accurate.
Oof.
What's that?
We're not in session VC. We're in
not?
hanging out VC.
I'm sorry. Clean your eyes.
You just changed the name.
Hush, my child.
Okay.
Oh
The DM is never wrong.
DM's never wrong. What do you mean? Roll it.
I will not say that the DM is never wrong.
Well,
I will
when
just
you're
simply
right,
say
you're
that
right.
the player is always right is incorrect. That is a falsehood.
Okay. Mayhem can walk now.
Yes. Mayday.
That's the. Yep.
That guy.
I'm not, completely caught up on all these streamers and whatnot.
How dare.
I mean, like, even Candle knows their name, and he doesn't know that they're streamers.
True.
I just can't believe none of them are streaming.
Right?
Yeah, honestly, this is like prime territory to be streaming, and not a single one of you is.
I'm always streaming.
I think Kaiser was.
Mayday is apparently streaming.
Oh, Mayday stream.
We got
okay.
we got
Bold of you to
traumatized
think
by the
grind never
camera heads.
stops.
The
Our
camera heads,
apologies.
you mean those guys on Skibbity Toilet?
Yes.
Unfortunately, the only thing that Mayday's
Panoptic-
viewers have seen is him
Panopticon?
fall over.
What are they called? Panopticon?
Panoptic agents, yeah.
That.
TV-headed
Okay.
Slenderman.
Yes. So,
Do you need to delay your turn?
No, I'm trying to catch myself up. So Mayday has been helped to the door. Candle just got injured.
Honestly, it's not something any of us have to worry about.
I like how your immediate action is to leap towards anyone that gets injured.
I mean, kind of.
Injury! Ah! Just dolphin dive.
I love the fact that I am the robot and I have a larger sense of preservation than a human.
Yeah. Yeah. As the medic, you should probably make sure to keep yourself alive first and foremost, not run directly where the danger is. But who am I to stop you?
He is the danger.
That's the idea, though, is to stop the danger, tend to the patient. So we're in a warehouse. There's a whole bunch of shelves all around.
So what's the deal with these shelves?
Is it possible
No.
to... Oh.
Damn. No hesitation.
Shelves, am I right?
No, just
Your
just
turn's
no.
done. Get out.
I guess so. God. No, but the shelves. Is it possible to loosen like a screw towards the bottom of one of the shelves and like have it topple onto one of the forklifts? Preferably not the one that people are on.
If you want to get to one of the shelves that is the one with the camera, you would have to use maybe 2 or 3 turns just to move there.
Oh.
It's like real far away, and you'd have to get over a lot of stuff.
So the one that Candle is next to is not the one that is going in circles, right?
None of them are in circles, but I know what you mean.
One of them had a broken track, right?
The one that lost its wheel that was going in circles is now the only one that has a camera.
Okay.
So
Got
it's basically just being like a third-person camera for the one that's grappling Candle.
Okay. Is there a terminal around where it might have like controls for the forklifts?
Yes. Freddy
Is
just
that
left it
within-
to come and escape with you guys.
Oh, okay. Can I
Honestly,
go? Can I reach the terminal now?
You will have to climb up 2 ladders in the center of the room. You would have to get past the first one, the first It's gonna be several turns to get over there. It's really far away. It's up high. It's past all of the danger.
I mean, you can always torture
legitimately,
through the
dude?
spatula.
Don't even bother. I'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna destroy it this turn anyways. So.
Let me throw them now.
I guess I'm just gonna hold my action until Candle is away from the thing he's going to destroy, at which point I will help Candle.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Candle got this.
Okay, sure.
Fuck you mean sure?
I...
Candle?
No?
Yeah, that's the right fucking answer, bitch.
He's thugging, throw it.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna sideline until medicine is called for.
All right. You're just waiting. Mayday, what do you want to do?
Where am I right now?
By the big doors with you.
Yeah, you're by the big door. You're basically outside the warehouse at this point. I think you're actually probably the first one that's outside the warehouse, so you see the lights of motorbikes driving up.
Uh-oh.
They're like going along the fence line right now.
Can I keep my head through the door to watch Candle fight for my stream?
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's just gonna stay right by the doors.
A shitload of people on the internet are gonna be like, oh, so that's the guy who owns that place. I wonder why the companies haven't been able to take it yet. Man is fighting a motherfucking
forklift.
Man, literally too angry to die.
Nah, he ain't even pissed yet.
Gotta get the views back from the spatula misshapes.
Okay. So everyone's just staying by the door. At the top of the round,
but nobody does.
At the top of the round, the doors close and kill everyone except for Candle. Someone tosses one grenade and kills the entire party.
1v1.
I prefer medicine
no,
on myself.
I'm sorry. This is the thing. You can't say that. This isn't a fair 1v1. There would need to be at least 2 more.
Then it wouldn't be 1v1.
Don't say that.
Where's the map again?
They all stack on top of each other. Does that count as a 1v1?
Yeah, I'd say yes.
Go on a trench
It
coat.
would be wild if
Yeah,
Candle dies tonight.
Everyone hugs the arms and legs of Candle, and he just Megazord style. Okay.
Voltron powers activate.
This is the last time that I will say that the skaters gang is approaching, but not yet upon all of you.
Meaning that next time they will be upon all of us.
That means that
honestly,
this is
I'd
your
suggest
last turn to try and do something. Kaizo, you are up.
You have better cover like this.
I mean, so now that I'm at a point where I can see the signs of people outside.
Yes. Also, I think Freddy is a member of the skaters, if I remember.
No, the person who's the member of the skaters is the kid who got hacked or went cyber psycho. I mean.
That's right. Yeah.
Don't worry, I take mental notes.
But
Yeah.
since
Auden.
he's
Yeah,
not
that's right.
entirely sure what's coming, he's gonna just take his drone, have his drone fly out
Okay.
of the warehouse to get a better look at what's going on.
Okay.
Bird's eye.
We need to get Yoon somewhere. Doc, what is Yoon okay?
Stable, performed a reset. Whoever was messing around with their body is no longer messing around with their body, so to speak.
Oh. Well, I think
Now-
Candle's got that handled. What do we do now?
To be clear, you did not reset their cyberware. You turned it off. So, if the cyberware turns back on, you don't know what'll happen.
Okay. That's foreboding.
Just make an important distinction.
Okay.
I would say it's gonna be the safe bet to take her somewhere safe and then have me check her out.
Kaizo, you can send your drone up as a free action. If you want to use your movement and action to run, you can go to the storage containers and hide there. You can go to... I don't think you can
remember
get to
that.
Candle's car because it was outside.
Well, I remember
the game.
I remember the other car being at the cargo containers.
True.
The car is out over at the fence still.
The
No,
fake
I'm talking about the
car.
fake Yoon car.
No, I know. I'm just saying my car.
Oh yeah, if you wanted to grab that little tri-wheeled thing, you can grab it.
He doesn't know how to drive, but he is the quickest one here, so he's gonna start bolting for that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that you can get into it. So that'll be your turn. Freddy.
Power on.
Yeah. Nothing happens. The ground beneath you quakes as the being that the platform was built upon awakens by your command.
Wow.
Freddy, you are up. There is a there is a big old fight happening in between you and the exit. What do you want to do?
I want to do some badass athletics.
I imagine you're just gonna like fail. You're gonna crit fail and just like immediately face plant.
Oh, good, another patient.
Something to keep him occupied from getting himself killed, trying to go help Candle.
I want to do flips and things.
Doesn't everybody? The question is.
It's just that scene in The Office, like parkour, and then Andy jumping into a fucking empty box.
I want to do a flip while just watching.
I don't think your leg is healthy enough for that. As your doctor, I advise against it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do some epic parkour to the door.
Parkour.
Candle is fighting with a bad wound.
You
I'm gonna
automatically
do a
fail.
flip.
I haven't even rolled yet.
You just want to do some flips to get to the door?
Yes.
All right, make an athletics check.
So, wait. Question. Are you like flipping from crossbeam to crossbeam like you cross the ceiling? Like monkey barsing this or
No, he's tiptoeing across the piles of stuff.
I got a 20.
He thinks
With
he's
disadvantage?
Catwoman.
Sorry.
Excuse me?
Did you get the 20 after rolling with disadvantage?
Oh, I gotta roll twice. Alright, hold on.
Yeah, that's what disadvantage means.
Alright,
Yeah.
so yeah, I got a 20 and 22, so yeah, 20.
nice.
Damn.
Okay. You slip and break your skull? No. You... Yeah, you do some cool stunts and it's amazing or whatever, and you get to the door.
I just imagine like it actually would have been faster if he had just walked.
No, because he would have had to go over the trash. But that is your action and movement to get to the exit, but now you are in the free and clear.
So I feel like Doc is kind of just like stretching out his arms, flexing his fingers, like, all right, here we go, about to do some doctor stuff. And then he does it, and his shoulders kind of fall, and he's like, how? What?
But I didn't even, like, do much for it.
Exactly.
What was that?
Somebody activated sticky keys, that's all I'm
No, I'm trying to change the file on this. I don't know why this isn't working.
When you say this,
Yeah.
what do you mean by this?
I'm trying
What
to
is
send
this?
an image.
Oh.
Oh, it's because it doesn't exist anymore. Anywho. It is
But
now
that
Belle's
backflip,
turn.
though.
Belle? It's your
sorry.
turn.
Since me and Kendall will go on the same round, I'm going to wait for him to pry this thing open.
honestly, fair enough.
Anyway, there's a link of the island getting destroyed as something underneath of it comes up.
Huh?
I made a joke about, like, you guys are saying power on, and then the ancient beast that slumbers beneath the land awakes.
Oh.
And it just reminded me of this.
Got it.
Anywho, Belle, what are you talking about?
Since me and Kendall will share initiative, I'll just wait for him to open up.
Oh, gotcha. So Candle, you want to go first?
Oh, yeah. Can Candle's theme start playing?
Sure. What the heck is Candle's theme?
I've sent it to you before. Should I send it in a specific chat?
Yeah, send it directly to me.
Okay.
I don't remember you sending it to me.
It's Jonathan theme.
Here, let me, I'll just reply to it. This.
Oh, you... I might get copyrighted for this, but that's fine. Alright. It's just easier to send him away and bring him back. Alright.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
and yes, it is the metal cover of I Need a Hero from Shrek 2. Anyway.
Why specifically Shrek 2?
The only way this gets more intense is if the building starts burning.
Because that's just where it's from. It was made for Shrek
Yeah, it's not
2,
from
so-
anywhere else, obviously.
Well, it's based around the version that's from Shrek 2.
It's just the song, and the song was made before Shrek. Anyways, just do your stupid
really
thing. What are you gonna
was.
do?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I mean, yeah, you said I made my bed and now I'm going to lay somebody down in it. So I'm gonna just roll straight up to fucking punch it.
Okay.
Like straight through the top of it. And I'm gonna add an adjective to this one. I've broken many things with a gentle tap. I am not holding back for this punch.
Oh no,
A
he's doing a
serious punch.
Saitama serious punch.
I'm doing a serious punch. And now, is that what do you want to have me roll for it?
Roll an unarmed strike, I guess.
Well, there goes
so
half the
martial arts?
building.
Yeah. I think martial arts works.
Alright,
I mean, you tell me what you're doing, man.
yeah, I'll say martial arts. It's like, trying to punch through a wooden plank, but it's just metal. So.
You're punching the forklift right in the chakra.
I am fucking, yes, I am. I have electric canceling martial arts.
Yeah.
I have like the 64 pounds
Hey,
from Naruto,
that's a real
but-
thing, okay?
You know, I'm just saying, like, I have the 64 pounds from Naruto, but, you know, it's specifically for knocking out electricity.
And you have spot weakness, which adds to your attack roll or to the damage? I don't remember.
It adds to the damage, I believe.
Oh, okay. Oh, this would be so choice if you missed.
And that's a crit.
Of a 10 or a 1?
Crit success.
Okay.
And then an 8 after that, which is 18 plus the 10 that I have in martial arts, so 28.
That misses. It's messed up.
What?
Go ahead and roll damage.
Wait, I'm sorry, it misses?
No, that was a joke.
Okay, thank fucking God.
Instant transmissions behind you.
Yeah.
Hey, I can play this game
Personal
too.
kid.
So how do I roll for damage?
What's your body? It's based off
Yeah.
of your body.
Should have rolled
I've
a
got
Oh,
the
zero.
page
okay.
up right
So
now.
that's my body plus 30 because I invested my points like that. So that's a 38.
No. You roll a certain amount of dice based off of what your body is. Like
Oh
if
yeah,
you
my
have
body is
5 or
8. So
8, so 3d6.
okay. Let me see if I have 3d6. Oh, yep, I do.
Or
If you
just
had
roll a
11 or
D6
higher, it'd be
if
4d6.
I can't get 11 or higher right now,
I know.
unfortunately.
Eventually, one day.
One
Alright.
day.
So that's a 7 in terms of
It also
in terms of
ignores
my damage.
half of the defender's armor.
So 7 plus 30, so 37 damage.
I like that. So a 7 plus 30. So here's what happens. Candle walks up to this thing. It snaps around him. You watch blood just sort of spill out from his teeth. And he just glares at this thing. He wields back his arm, and you can hear his knuckles cracking as he readies his fist. And then, rather than swinging down in a massive punch, he just slowly pushes his arm forward until it touches the metal, and he just keeps slowly pushing it into the metal, grabs something, and then slowly pulls it back out. And the machine is defeated.
It's the zero momentum punch. I'm just going to be developing a
Bruce Lee.
martial art with Candle.
It sounds that's Jeet Kune Do.
Yeah.
Isn't that like Kill Bill exploding height technique, but for machines?
Here's the truly deadly thing about what just happened. He did so much damage to the thing that was hacked that he actually managed to deal damage to the hacker.
Wow.
It's like
Holy fuck.
emotional damage.
There's a rule that if you are a netrunner and you're hacking into something and whatever you're hacking gets destroyed, you have a chance of taking damage from getting shorted out of the system.
Good God.
Kendra just turns slowly to Freddy with a glare and says, "That's hacking."
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that's exactly what Candle does.
Okay.
Just 'cause it's funny.
The other forklift starts spinning furiously. And we're now out of
The other
initiative.
forklift can't see anything because of the smoke
Oh,
grenade.
that's true. Since the hacker was in control of it, now they know that they're no longer in control. It's just spinning angrily. You watch as the fog cloud is just sort of like, there's a little, you can see there's a little motion in there, and you can hear the
fog
whining
cloud
of the
turns into
wheels
a
just
mini
starting.
tornado.
I was hoping for after like Kendall's punches, the scene cuts to like the view of a building and we see someone being thrown off the window because of the umbrella explode or something.
They don't only take damage, but they take like a significant amount of knockback.
Yeah, you just managed to kill the BBEG in your first combat.
This is my first fucking attack.
Yeah, it is. Yes, you all can evacuate the premises now. But as I stated, the skaters are approaching, and they hear the commotion and see that there's a whole bunch of lights on and stuff happening, and are rapidly approaching your position. What do you all do? We are out of initiative.
Lean out the window and I scream, "How do I start this thing?"
Candle
Move, I'm driving.
presses a hand on his ribs to like he doesn't actually like press the hand. He kind of like leaves it there because that's probably enough pressure to keep him from taking too much internal damage. And looks at
Meanwhile, Doc on the sidelines is like, "Wait, no, don't!"
No. What Candle does is he puts his thumb in his mouth and blows, and then his ribs just poof,
Oh my
pop back into
God.
place.
Bro has fucking Toon Force regeneration.
He just reinflates.
I mean, does that happen?
No.
I mean, hey, I had to ask.
I do have. Let me see.
Dr. D has to blow on your thumb.
And
Wait, no. Take
and
back
I
what I
have
just
medic
said.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, no,
No, that costs extra.
So Candle looks at Belle, just wordlessly for a moment, and then asks, "Can you do anything about this?"
I'm check my items, but you can imagine that I'm right now like climbing to like your shoulder, like I'm holding to your shoulder and looking what I can do.
Oh yeah, the reason that I punched so slowly is so I wouldn't throw Belle off.
Yeah, that's why I described it like that.
It's funny as hell that's indeed how that fight goes specifically. It's just attacks Candle twice. Candle, this is whatever. Fuck you. Ultimately, just fucking presses his fist against it and just digs it further in, grabs the fucking circuits, and just rips that shit out.
I'm just thinking of the One Punch Man where he just holds his fist out and the villain just like slowly lowers themselves onto it.
Oh yeah, you mean
the speedster guy?
Yeah.
Speed of Sound Sonic.
That was a nut shot, unfortunately, but yeah.
Yeah, it was. He didn't even mean to. He was like, "Checkmate," and then.
Anywho, what are you guys doing about the rapidly approaching bikes?
have my internal agent try to look up how to start this thing.
Okay.
Can I go to the car?
Yeah, it tells you that you need a key. Meanwhile, Freddy is just hightailing it.
I guess if I see him coming over, I just start moving over to the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Move, bitch, I'll drive.
I look over at
Actually, you have to move to the back seat because there's only one. There's only room for one on the front seat because that's like the bike part.
What? Oh, it's what? I thought
Yeah,
it was an
it's
actual
one
car.
of those like motorcycles with like the 2-seater in the back.
Oh, I thought it was an actual car. Never mind.
No.
Yeah, I'll get in the back, I guess.
do I know the gang in this neighborhood?
Yeah, everybody knows this gang. They're
In a
not
good way
particularly
or a bad
violent,
way?
but they are nuisances.
Okay,
So
have
I
helped-
have a bit of a question, by the way.
Yes.
How does Mayday's audience react to what the fuck Candle just did?
Mixed.
just like his audience.
Yeah, they find some rigged.
Mayday's faking his content now.
Well, he's stealing his content first of all.
Yeah, Candle needs a portion of the proceeds.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
So yes, have I helped anybody in this gang? Do I have contacts within this gang?
There is a skill for that, I believe.
Would that be?
I think it would be like Streetwise or something.
Skill of knowing where to get illegal and contraband things, talking to the criminal element, and avoiding bad situations in bad neighborhoods.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going for.
Okay.
So, I have to ask: does Candle have any reference with this gang? Considering the college student who often came by his bar was a member.
Roll.
All right. What is the check for?
I think it's
I
the same
got-
thing.
I got.
Since I hung out with him, I'll roll 2.
All right.
I
Let's
got a
see.
12.
So where's that? Wait, actually, just what stat does it go off of?
Cool.
Cool. All right. So I have 3.
This is the vehicle that Yoon has.
Alright, what does a 12 get me?
Oh,
You would know of this
12 plus
gang. They would
13.
know of you. You know.
we all got about the same.
Yeah.
You would know that they're. None of them use drugs. None of them carry like heavy weaponry. These people like dress down. They basically look like your streamer friends. They don't wear a lot of clothing. They're there to parkour and do flips and stunts. They will absolutely harass you, especially if you're doing something interesting. You basically, this isn't like a dangerous, threatening situation, but if they do catch you here, it's going to cause a big hubbub.
What's the hubbub, bub?
Candle is gonna just look over at the group and just like the group of everyone there and say, "You guys get out of here. I'll deal with them." Not in a like I'll beat the shit out of them kind of way, but in a like I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of tired, and I don't want anyone else to.
Candle
I'm
holds out
already
his
tired.
arm and clothesline all of them.
He holds out his arm inside the building, and literally all of them get clotheslined outside of the building somehow.
Can I stealth and wait around to help Candle if needed?
I mean, if you just want to hide inside the building, nobody can see you at the moment. But you all hear the sounds of gravel getting kicked up, and you can see various lights, like headlights, but also like lights on people's bodies, like neon hair and jackets just sort of waving in the wind as the sounds of hoots and hollers. You see like flares and like little glow sticks just getting tossed.
With my bird's eye view, do I see any potential route that that people could go without being seen, without going in the water?
Yeah, basically, if you guys want to keep going along the river away from here, you'll eventually hit like a dead end. But hopefully, as long as they don't keep pursuing you, you could like find another exit out of here.
Nice.
The problem is that they're coming directly at you, so you would either need to hide behind the storage containers until they get to the warehouse, and then sneak out the way you came in, which is where they came in. So you'd have to wait for them to pass you by, basically.
Kaizo doesn't have a clue who Tori is, but he points in her direction since she's got Yoon with her, and just like, get over here.
Yeah, do we just hide inside and wait for him to pass?
I mean, you guys could just go over to the storage containers and hide. One of them is
That might
open,
be
you
the
know,
best option.
because that's where Yoon makes her hideout.
I thought
Candle closed it.
that. Yeah.
But he can also open it again.
True.
You guys just need to make a collective decision, or if you all want to make individual choices, you can do so.
I'm fine with anything.
Alright, I'm
yeah,
gonna go top
Candace
off
just
on
gonna
water.
hobble
I'll be
over
right
to
back.
Drew.
You all discuss amongst yourselves.
Probably should all hide.
Hotwire that
off.
bike.
Are Lulu and Mayday active?
I believe Mayday is.
Mayday, question. Is your leg flesh or cyber tech?
Do not see signs of type.
Well. I mean, I could,
I don't think either of them are.
I
Are
could pick
either
the
of them here
lock.
right now?
I could pick the lock on another storage container. Maybe we could slip inside.
Yeah, that's true. You could do that.
Yeah.
Because I believe the way that Yoon's storage container got locked back up was Candle literally took the chain and just tied it in a bow.
Yeah.
Candle, I guess, hobbles over, and, you know, not using as much movement as he can to avoid the penalty.
Oh, Mayday's back.
Hi, sorry, I'm back. Did Candle die?
No. I killed
No.
him in one punch.
Yeah. It was
Slowly,
amazing,
methodically.
and yet it was
Even
amazing,
if Candle,
and yet somehow not
even if
surprising.
Candle dies, he'll come back.
He'll come back stronger.
He pulled out his metal heart.
Basically.
Yeah. So,
Oh, he also
Mayday.
said nanomachines, son.
The forklift or candle?
I'm pretty sure he said something like your memes in here.
The memes.
Your
What we're
memes in
hacking.
here. No, Candle did that and then looked over at Freddy and just said, very simply, that's how you do hacking.
Freddy, do you know if Lulu is at keyboard?
Metal heart.
Lulu's doing Lulu things.
So, biker gang incoming. Hide, talk our way out of it. What are we thinking?
Okay, wait. Question, Sparrow.
Yes.
Is there any way I could maybe
No.
like? Okay.
No, go ahead.
Is there any way I could? No. Damn.
You can't do anything. I won't allow
You're
it.
dead. Your character died.
Okay, so you said that they have like they glow, right? Like
Yes.
their hair and everything.
They were very obviously making their approach.
Hey, me too.
I technically, theoretically look like them, basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
me too.
All of the streamers look like them.
So
I
is there
also
any way I could physically convince them that nothing is wrong here?
Yeah?
Well, I mean, they're going to start asking questions and poking around, and they're absolutely going to go inside and probably do some tricks off of the
Corpses.
yeah,
of-
yeah,
yeah.
all the different like racks and whatnot.
All right.
Let's call this our new streamer. House it's being renovated right now.
They go where the action is.
Well, there are people who live
There's
here.
a whole bunch of action right now.
Yeah.
Can
You can go to
Candle
one of
just
these
like
stores.
can Candle just like gently push on one of the doors that he closed?
You all could
Gently.
easily hide in one of the storage containers. But I want
I
to
can
ask
take
what you
a
guys
lot.
want to do.
I'm wondering if there's like other storage containers. Other people live here, like Yoon, right? And those guys didn't seem like the people that would like break into someone's house.
No, these guys aren't those kinds of criminals. They
They're
might do
the, I'm
general
gonna steal your
destruction
no
of
steal
property, but like on accident. They wouldn't care about it, but they wouldn't intentionally do it. These aren't the type of people that
just wait it out.
graffiti or anything, except their own turf. But they
I feel
basically
like
like to
they're
go
kinda
everywhere.
like- I feel like they're kind of like skaters that break into a
So they're
abandoned
the
and
lame
closed warehouse and
criminals.
skate around.
They're not really criminals. I mean, everyone's a criminal in Metro City, but
I guess if Yoon complies, we'll hide her in a cargo container for now.
We can now hide in the cargo container and wait for those guys to leave.
Yeah. And then anybody who wants
Slowly
to hide
begin.
with is welcome to join.
Slowly begins picking a lock. Is that what we're doing?
You work on one
Me
and I'll
and-
work on the other, whoever gets it open first.
Sweet.
Anybody need help? Just like Candle can 100% rip it off its fucking hinges.
Yeah, but that's obvious sign of intrusion.
No,
I got a
then-
14.
Okay.
There is this. Oh, there it is. 22. I rolled a crit.
rolling a crit to what?
Lockpick one
Yeah,
of the
racing to see
cargo
who can-
containers.
Yeah, you open up a container.
Holy shit, he opened up a container.
And inside
before
you
I-
smell something that's absolutely rotten. You see like a bunch of crates and containers. It's probably like spoiled food that, you know, someone just hasn't come to get.
All right, plug
Does
your
it
nose,
smell
everybody.
like a dead body?
Roll some sort of check to determine if you can tell if it's a...
I feel like I've smelled a dead body before. Hold on.
I'm
just
sorry,
sort of
bro,
like a medicine check or something. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but I love the gift you sent.
A conceal reveal check I would also allow.
Would first aid work?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
I got a 16.
You don't specifically smell like rotting flesh. You're not really sure what is rotting in here. There could be a body hidden under this stuff. You don't know.
Uh-oh. Well, guys, let's hope it's not a body dump. Walks in and closes the door. Can I quietly look around to make sure there's not a body in here?
You'll have to do a conceal reveal check to look around.
Okay.
And it'll take some time.
I
can
have
Candle
another
do
idea.
it?
I have another idea. I'll give my medtech bag to Dr.
Is
Keith,
everybody
so he can take care
just
of-
climbing into this one container?
Yeah,
Actually,
it seems like it.
Candle's just gonna sit down against a wall. Honestly,
Alright.
his ribs hurt. He's gonna take
It's
a
like
nap.
Alright.
a clown cat.
Cargo containers are pretty sizable. I guess we don't know exactly how much is filled.
True. What were you saying, Belle?
I would say that if everyone would get in the container, I would give you my medtech bag, but since Kendo is the one hurt and he's not going in, I'm going to treat him.
I thought he was going in.
No, I changed my mind.
Oh.
Candle's just sitting down against a wall because, you know, broken ribs kind of suck.
They do. They really do.
They have this tendency to be very painful, unfortunately.
Well, okay, so I have no follow-up.
Okay.
What are we doing now?
I mean, you could try and help repair Candle's ribs. Or at
Yeah.
least, you
I
know.
would ask. What do I roll for that? Since he's looking for bodies on the container.
Do you
It
have
would be a conceal reveal.
paramedic?
No, he's doing a conceal review. I'm trying to help Kendo.
You would give him advantage.
No, I'm trying to fix Kendo while doctor is looking
Oh,
for corpses.
First aid.
It's
Oh my
first aid.
goodness.
First aid
This
is
is gonna be
paramedic.
like
First
that
aid or
one Family
paramedic?
Guy episode where everyone's hiding and Candle's eating a bag of chips.
So-
Yes!
so what is this like roundabout thing? So the doctor is trying to look for a body and Candle's helping them, but Candle's hurt,
No,
so
Candle-
Belle's trying to
Candle is
heal
helping
them.
Candle is not helping
the
them.
wall.
He's sitting against the wall.
Okay. I thought it was a
Yeah.
perfect triangle because the doctor is giving advantage to Belle, who's fixing Candle's ribs.
I don't know.
I mean, we could do it like that. Candle using his vast amount of awareness to search while he's being repaired by Belle.
17.
Yeah, it says paramedic. Yeah.
So, Belle got a 17 for the ribs. I guess I'm doing conceal reveal?
Yeah.
I'll give him the help action.
You can okay. You can set his ribs that he won't be taking damage while moving. But you don't regain his hit points. That's what I'll give
That's fine.
Okay, well, with advantage for conceal reveal, I got 17.
And what are you You're doing you're trying to look for a body, and what did you roll?
Yeah.
I'm making sure there isn't a body in the shipping container that smelled of death.
Now, you can do one or the other. You can look for a body or make sure that there isn't a body. There's two different things.
Okay.
Because if you do
Like,
find a
look
body, you
for a-
can make sure that there isn't one by destroying it.
Oh God. No.
I'm just
going to
just
look
letting you
for
know.
one
That's
and
how that
hope
works.
There isn't one. Look for one and hope there isn't one.
Okay. And what did you get for looking for a body?
17.
Okay. You kind of glance around and you don't think that any of this stuff has been disturbed for a long time. So if anyone had disposed of a body in here, it's nobody you knew. That's what I'll give you with a 17.
Okay.
A lot of this is so just putrid and rotting that it's hard to really say what it, yeah, it's just all black at this point. If you want to start digging around looking for bones, you can.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I kind of poke around and go, ooh, penicillin?
No. A lot of it, what it looks like is like, what would have been like wooden pallets with like cardboard containers of like different vegetables or whatnot has just all sort of just completely broken down.
Oh, that's rancid.
Yeah.
Looking around. Oh, hepatitis. HIV.
Ooh, penicillin. Because it's moldy and penicillin comes from it's fine.
I turn to Kato to kind of say, you need to rest a bit, and I'm going to do the thing again, Sparrow, and give him a can of Nesquik.
Okay. It immediately smells significantly better in there.
Oh, good.
The Nesquik saves the day again.
Meanwhile, while all of this is going on, you're all hidden inside of there. Does anyone want to peek out and see if they can tell what's going on outside?
Yes, please.
I'm using my drone.
Oh, well, perfect. You're using your drone. You can see everyone is like going to investigate, and they're like, some of them are getting off of their bikes and their skates and their skateboards, and they're like crawling across the stuff, and they're like, oh, this could be a sick ramp, and they just like get to work, just messing with the warehouse. You think after a few more minutes they'll be completely engrossed, and like they'll all be like rounded up inside the warehouse for the most part, so you could escape. But you have a couple more minutes if you guys want to do something.
They're like Lego characters.
I have a question.
You hear one of them shout, "Oh no, Daryl has fallen into a vat in the warehouse."
Hey!
So I have the infrared vision. Can I see their heat signatures through walls, or is that a different kind of vision?
Well, there's heat vision and there's infrared vision. So there is a
I
difference.
have low light, infrared, UV. So can I see the heat signature? The
What
thermal
is
vision?
I think
infrared?
infrared is night vision.
I don't know.
Yeah, because
Guys,
on
I'm
the
gonna
present
be
cameras use infrared, so
I'm
you
gonna
see
be
in the
right
dark.
back. So, yeah, real quick, I'm just gonna be right back.
Okay.
And in the time that I'm going to be right back, Candle's taking a nap. He is
Alright.
80.
That's fine.
So,
The story checks out.
With infrared vision being night vision, you can see heat signatures. You can't see it through walls.
Okay.
User can ignore penalties due to darkness, smoke, fog, etc.
You have dark vision.
Okay.
You do not
Got
have
it.
X-ray vision.
Okay. So I can't see the warm bodies through the thin metal of the. Okay.
I will also
Cool.
say that Bell F cannot see heart signatures through the lining of these containers.
Okay.
But you do hear a
That's
lot
how we
of
found
noise.
Daryl.
That's true.
And if anyone wants to
Happened
peek out,
when-
they can see.
So this is a very old.
The forklift.
This is a very old shipping container.
Yes.
Right? Are there any like rust holes in it?
No.
Okay. Wondered if there was like a small rust hole that I could look through, but okay.
You want to make a hole?
That is an option. I think I have.
You guys hear some rowdy conversation outside, and you hear the crunch of gravel as footsteps are approaching.
Oh. Well, that's not
I'm gonna be
necessarily good.
ready with
Uh-oh.
my bat.
Spaghetti-o.
You can see with your drone that two people are just sort of slowly walking over towards the crates.
I hold up my fingers to indicate two.
Candle starts snoring loudly. What do you guys
It
do?
would be like the episode.
The sound
like-
reverberates inside the cargo container.
Can I like pinch his nose closed and open his mouth?
I mean, his mouth already is open.
Yeah, but pinching the nose closed normally stops snoring. And they can continue to breathe through their mouth.
No.
Okay. Can I like roll him over in a way that stops his snoring?
No.
That sounds like a very painful snore.
Wait, I wanna try something. I do have a gas
Okay.
mask.
Okay.
Dampen the sound with a gas mask.
Okay, I'll say that that's enough that it stops shaking the cargo container. They're now like 40 feet from you guys, and the snoring
Can I
is
put
still...
him into a medically induced coma?
Okay, how?
Slowly snipping his spinal cord in a way that I can repair it later.
Wait,
I don't know. Not for real.
Are you putting him into a coma or not?
No. I'm thinking out loud here, okay?
Alright.
I'm Ed Sheeran right now. Thinking out loud.
Bold of
No.
you to assume your hands can even damage him.
You know, that's fair.
I thought that was Tori for a second. I don't know why I thought that sounded like her.
You watch as the couple turn to each other, and they embrace as they draw closer to the front of your storage crate. And then you watch as
I
they
peek out for content.
they start
It's
checking.
gonna get us all caught.
They start checking the doors to see if any of them are open.
Oh, they looking for some for a secluded place to make the whoopee.
Yep. They come to your door.
I walk out.
Do you?
Well, they're gonna open it anyway, because
You can hold it closed. You can hold it closed.
There's no way that they would be able to tell.
No, they would just think it's rusted shut.
Wouldn't there still be some give even if we're holding it shut?
I mean, they're not trying very hard. They're just like, does this one have a lock on it? You know.
No, their minds are on other things right now.
Yeah, their faces are pressed together, and there's just like the one hand that's just kind of coming over and
so
like
they're not
fumbling
really even
with
paying
it.
Attention. Okay.
Yeah.
Never.
The sloppiest, wet sucking noises are covering up the sound of Candle's breathing. It's that loud.
Yes.
Oh, no.
That's the only reason
gonna-
why you haven't been found out so far.
They're gonna end up in the fake.
They're literally inhaling each other's lungs.
They're gonna end up in the fake Yoon cycle.
They fall down onto the ground and are just like moving across the ground as an amorphous
My
unit from
view
all of the
count's going
slobber
up.
and fluids.
Viewer count's going up.
Mayday, stop! What if one of them is a subscriber of you?
I feel like they've turned off notifications for this.
I'm talking about the other people, because they would be like, wait, those two are gone. What's going on?
Oh, those other people. Got it.
Yeah, one of the people in the chat says, "Man, I love to to make out with your stream in the background."
Oh, God.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna roll to see if either of them are one of your viewers.
Oh,
no.
God.
They both are.
No,
Mayday,
neither of
one
them
can
are.
have nice
Dang it.
things.
If
Are
one of
any
them
the other
was,
gang?
if one of them was, I was gonna roll to see if they were into it.
They're subbed with the bell off.
No,
Is there any
neither
other
of them
things?
are viewers. Yeah,
Is he
you can
really
just
into
like
it?
hold the door and they come and check it and they keep moving. Eventually they just get tired of looking, and you hear that boom as they press each other up against another one of them, and they just start doing it out in the open.
And then we start hearing a rhythmic boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, basically. As they begin practicing their percussion. They're in a marching band together. Yep.
They're drums.
The SoundCloud rapper's gonna love this.
Oh.
SoundCloud rapper went cyber psycho and is gone now.
Make a beat out of this. Bong, bong, bong.
Every now and then just a mixed in.
I'm really tempted to play something right now.
Oh, God.
The turtle sound.
No, there actually is a song made out of moans.
Oh my word.
Do you want
That's
me to play
playing in the
it?
background.
Uh,
No.
We gotta get out of here.
I mean, you guys have to wait.
I
Are
quickly
they
look
still
around
in
at
line
every-
of?
I
Are
quickly
they
look
still
around
in
at
line of
everyone and I go, Let's hope he's quick.
They're
they
like
still in
12
line of
feet away
sight of
from the
the,
door, but they would
Y'all
definitely
better not
see you
ruin my
guys.
content.
I quickly pop into Mayday's chat and I go, alright, place your bets. How long is it gonna last?
Oh shoot, that's actually a good question. Let's see. Which
a
dice
poll.
should I roll?
D6.
Alrighty, I'm back.
D100.
Wait, what do they look like?
Um,
Are they both hot? Or are they both kind of mid?
I'm gonna roll. Welcome back, Candle. You woke up to there's a couple
Banging.
right outside
Till
your door
hotness.
that's making out, and maybe other stuff. I'm gonna roll.
There is a rhythmic banging on metal noise.
I'm going to roll a
So-
dice. I'm not gonna tell you what dice I'm rolling. We'll see. Okay. 7 minutes later, they wrap up.
That's
I feel
not
like you rolled
terrible.
I feel like you rolled a D100.
No.
Hell.
No.
That's not terrible. That's probably about
It's the
Low.
closet.
low average.
7 minutes in heaven.
Everyone's
Oh my goodness.
complaining on the chat.
He's stuck on that timeline.
I rolled the D100 part of the you were like a D10 and the D100, and I rolled a 50, so that'd be 57 minutes later. Yeah, that's way
Honestly,
too long.
Props to him at that point. Props to him at that point. After the half-hour mark, I poke my head out and I go, "Bro,
They're
want a
both
third?"
faking it at that point. They're
What? I poke my head out. Hey, do either of you need help?
Do you mind? We're trying to get out of here.
I feel like Mayday would be like, "Can I join?"
Doc's in the background. I could have gotten you both off by now.
All right, can we move
My
on to
turn
this?
next.
They
Doc
leave.
looks at Mayday and he goes,
It's been
need-
about half an hour since they showed up, and now they're all sort of hanging out in the warehouse. And now you can all escape with ease.
That looks like the time to go. I want to take the fake Yoon-mobile.
Doc holds up a hand to Mayday for a high five.
Actually, we got so many people, we definitely need the fake Yoon-mobile.
The sound of your high five echoes
Fuck
across. No, I'm
yeah,
just kidding.
brother.
If you want to take the vehicle that looks like
I reach my hand
Yoon's,
out to high five the guy.
no. You could probably like push it outside the gates before turning it on. But you guys do know that it is not Yoon's. This is one made to look like it. It's like the
Yeah.
same make and model.
It's more that we got so many people. I don't think we can all fit inside a Candle's car.
Depends on how willing you are to squeeze.
Did we define what Tori's vehicle is yet? Tori, do you have like a
Tory vehicle.
Tori?
A
What's
taxi.
do you have a car or something?
Mom, I have not decided that yet.
Okay.
Oh,
We'll
hold
say
on.
that there's enough space for you all to get out of here.
yeah.
It's a bus. It's like a whole ass bus.
Guys?
It's a
If we
helicarrier.
Handle makes it work.
If we don't take the fake Yoon-mobile, I'm going to take the license plate. I don't know why, but I'll just do it anyway.
All right.
Hang on the wall.
Well, no, it's just more of in case it's like to frame her for something.
Something to
It seems
remember
really
her
weird.
by. Meanwhile, Yoon's standing right there.
Well, no, it's just it's so weird that they put it on a different vehicle. To me, it feels like that they're trying to frame her for something. I don't know what.
Oh, what's off?
Yeah, the only question is whether or not the exchange of the vehicles was made at the docks, or yeah, I guess that. All right, never mind. I just screwed myself because you basically saw her drive Daryl to the docks, and so the seat was bloodied. But now that you see the seat is not bloodied.
Well, I checked that, remember?
Yeah. So basically, someone was trying to say that the alibi was Yoon went to the docks, but Daryl wasn't with them.
So then Daryl is currently held by some corporation.
No, he got picked up by,
Medtech is technically a
Trauma team. Took him.
Oh,
Trauma
right.
team.
Yep.
They're technically a corporation
I forgot about that.
in a way.
Trauma team
So
is its own service that's separate from any corporate business.
So wait. Hold on. Yoon brought Daryl here.
Yes.
Yes.
The car she brought Daryl in is not the car that is here now.
Correct. But
Yes.
you would assume that it either is or was around here. But it has now been replaced with this other one.
Are there
I
any
mean-
tire tracks?
It's too dark to investigate that.
I have dark vision.
You have infrared vision for seeing heat signatures. I'm sorry. It would not help you.
I have infrared UV.
Low light. It's all one. It's all
low
one
light.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, is it low? Oh, okay.
I can
Do you want to
ignore
take the time to
the
investigate
darkness.
the entire warehouse? Well, the unfortunate thing is
No.
that a bunch of people with bikes just came in. So there are a
Right,
lot
but
of
we
tracks
found-
now.
We found Yoon's car not bloody near Yoon's
Storage container, yeah.
right?
Yep.
So theoretically, there should be tracks of that one coming in and the old one leaving. So we wouldn't, and we know that the dirt bikes didn't come over this far because there were two people screwing like 10 feet from us.
By the way, I'd just like to say, with how long it took, Candle just sighs to himself and says, "Youngins, they don't even know about biology anymore."
How long
Doc
it took?
hold- Doc
Yeah,
holds up
7
his-
minutes.
Is that a long
Okay.
time to you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
To Candle it is.
That's.
Are you also like one thrust
Candle
man?
is strong and fast.
No, he just knows what he wants and gets what he wants when he wants it.
All right.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you cannot investigate the
He's a
scene
manly man.
further because there are people complicating the scene.
Yeah, we need
Okay.
to get out before we can really like.
Okay.
Getting out is more important than investigating at this moment.
I do believe describing in the previous session that basically there were no like specific tire or anything that you could see. It wasn't like there was a big truck that came by here that you assumed that would have hauled it
Yeah,
away.
you said it would have had to have been by sea.
Yeah, it probably was by sea, if anything, but you don't see anything on the sea.
Or perhaps by air.
Yeah. But also that would be relatively hard to do because not many corporations have flying vehicles. It's usually just Trauma Team. They basically have right-of-way with air traffic. So you would very easily see any flying vehicles because there's basically open airspace. There's very few flying machines is what I'm trying to say, so you would easily be able to see.
So it would have had to have come from the water.
If there was a switch. You don't know. You didn't investigate all of the warehouses or storage units, though.
True.
Maybe someone cast a magic spell and cleaned all the blood off the back seat. You don't know.
Oh my god, somebody in this knows prestidigitation? No way.
Yeah, unfortunately, there really was not a lot of investigation of the scene to determine what happened.
Leads to digitation.
Can I just, out of curiosity, just like walk over to the railing and look in the water and see if anything's in there? Like, can I see into the water?
It is just completely blackness, darkness.
Okay. Well, I got nothing.
Yeah,
Anybody know
unfortunately,
how...
the surface of the water would not allow your vision to penetrate.
Okay. Anybody know how we're making an escape?
You all just walk out of the gated area and get in your cars and drive off.
Oh, like we don't have to sneak past.
You waited long enough that they're now all occupied somewhere else.
Don't worry, guys. I'll take one for the team.
Well, that has multiple meanings.
And they were going at it pretty hard.
There's just a dent in the side of one of the things because they were going at it so hard. Anyway,
like before they leave, just very gently places a hand on that. Candle places a hand gently on that spot and just pushes it back into place.
And as Candle walks away, there's now just like something sticky on the bottom of your shoe.
Oh.
Well, I meant I did that from inside the container.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of bodies inside of that container.
Oh god.
There's somebody's face on there
now. Candle walks over to his car. He does not care.
You look at the bottom of your shoe and it's a full face.
It's a full face, and Candle
just doesn't win today.
Yeah, as Candle's walking to the car, Dr. D, you can see a full face that's just sort of flapping off the bottom of Candle's shoe. Just the skin.
Yeah, Candle,
yeah.
Like, after a bit of it sticking on, he, like, stomps his foot on the ground and, like, rubs it into the ground and then scratches his foot off to get the face off of his foot.
I'm kind of tempted to veto this because this is not related to the current mystery, but I think something like this would actually be at the docks, just like a complete murderer's hideout. You've stumbled upon another mystery that's not related.
Lives right next to a body drop.
Yeah.
No, that actually makes sense.
Yeah, honestly.
Only the second disgusting thing that happened in that room today.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
Can we move on, please?
Please. Yeah, let's do that.
We escape.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Do we want to end the session here, or do we want to meet back up at the watering hole and consolidate notes and stuff?
I mean, do we go to the watering hole, or we go to Doc's place to make sure Yoon's all right?
And also Candle.
Sure.
Oh yeah, if you guys just want to go back to what's the name of your hospital thing?
Oh, I never gave it a
We-
name.
I thought you did
give
it a name. I just don't
Well,
remember.
We
did I?
give it again. Yeah.
We
did we
did,
call
but
it? I don't remember.
it's so
I'm
far
like,
back in
right
the
back.
discussion.
Oh, Bell F came up with a name. That's right.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
an acronym
it
for
was
believe.
Live Incorporated.
Live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I suppose live incorporated.
It can be
Live
both.
sounds better.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can go back there, and I'll say that with that, you guys can heal up over the night, and the next morning, you
Yeah.
all basically took like a long rest or whatever.
I'll perform minor surgery on those who require it, and fix everybody.
Okay. Do you guys want to gather notes or do anything else before we call the session?
I don't think so. I think I'm good.
Can I do a random flip for celebration?
No.